faster with every diesel fill-up and redeem your extra points on great gifts for your loved ones. Activate Push for Points and earn up to 4 points per gallon after just 6 fills instead of 15 fills like the other guys. Download the My Rewards Plus app and activate Push for Points today. Only at Pilot Flying J. See pilotflyingj.com/terms and conditions for My Rewards Plus terms and conditions.
Red Eye Radio and our sponsors are devoted to trucking safety. That's why we are proud to bring you the Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club. We've been saluting drivers who have surpassed the million-mile mark with preventable, accident-free driving. By reaching this milestone, you can be a part of an elite club of drivers who share remarkable safety records and demonstrate superior driving skills. If you or someone you know is a truck driver with 1 million miles or more of driving under your belt without a preventable accident, register online at redeyeradioshow.com. That's redeyeradioshow.com. The Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club would not be possible without the generous support of the fine folks from Petro Stopping Centers, Howe's Lubricator, Motel 6, the St. Christopher Fund, and Cat Scale. We applaud the individual truckers and fleets who drive with care and keep our highways safe. The Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club, devoted to trucking safety. Register online at redeyeradioshow.com.
Follow The Trucker on social media for the latest trucking news. Follow us on Facebook at The Trucker Newspaper, on Twitter at Trucker Talk, or on Instagram at The Trucker Media. Join The Trucker, along with truckers across the nation, to keep up with resources you need to succeed in the industry. Visit us on the web at thetrucker.com or pick up a free copy of our newspaper at one of almost 400 truck stops across the country. That's thetrucker.com.
Sponsored by The Trucker Media Group.
Buying a home? Rocket Mortgage will cover 1% of your rate for the first year at no cost to you with Inflation Buster. That's more road trips, more front row seats. Plus, if rates drop within 3 years of your home purchase, you get exclusive savings when you refinance with Rate Drop Advantage. Save when you buy today and refinance tomorrow. Call 8337-ROCKET today or visit inflationbuster.com to start saving.
For fees, rate like date requirements and other terms and conditions, visit inflationbuster.com. Call 1-8337-ROCKET. Evolves in under licensed laws 50 states. MLS consumer access.org or 3030.
Doug Andrew here. We're coming to teach free workshops in Morgan Hill, Palo Alto, Dublin, Alamo, and Sacramento, Wednesday through Friday, November 9th through 11th. Call now to register and get details. 1-888-73-RADIO.
This is the sound of a girl who had 15 surgeries before her 5th birthday. A girl who used to spend all day just wishing she could play. A girl with a determined spirit that couldn't be broken by a defective heart. When her heart began to fail, Audrey's resilience and her UC Davis surgeon prevailed. This open enrollment, choose the care that changes your story. Visit choosehealth.ucdavis.edu to learn more. UC Davis Health, discovering healthy.
Universal Studios Hollywood is where the holidays come together. We've tested it. Festive food with refreshing Coca-Cola. Family, friends, and fa-la-la. Dazzling lights cranked up to maximum merriment. The Grinch and his dog Max stealing your tree. All the science adds up. It's the awesomest celebration of the season. Save $20 on a Coca-Cola 2-day general admission ticket. Offer ends 12/14/22. Restrictions apply. Details at universalstudioshollywood.com/Coke offer.
You're listening to Red Eye Radio on Talk Radio 560 KSFO.
It's Red Eye Radio. He's Eric Cronin. I'm Gary McNamara, 86690 Red Eye. Well, the list is out. What states are taxed the most? It is the Tax Foundation last month put out its 2023 State Business Tax Climate Index, which looked at the taxes that states put on. You know, the federal government, the taxes equal across the board. Yeah. One of the best states, one of the worst states, you probably know what's in the bottom of the list there. Yeah, sure. 41. This is surprising. Alabama's 41. Then Rhode Island, 42. Hawaii, 43. Vermont, 44. Minnesota, 45. Maryland, 46. Connecticut, 47. California, 48. New York, 49. New Jersey, 50. New Jersey levies an 11.5 top rate on corporations. Who believe that? Wow. Who would do business in New Jersey? Right. The highest in the nation versus 8.84% in California. But Sacramento goes after their residents with a 13.3 top rate on income, the highest in the country. Yeah. Yep. Compared to 10.75% in Trenton. New York's state's top rate on individuals is 10.9%. The worst tax states are all notable for governments dominated by public unions. Interesting. None of the best 4 tax states levied a personal state income tax. The best states, which means the least tax burden: Wyoming, South Dakota, Alaska, Florida, Montana, New Hampshire, Nevada, Utah, Indiana, and North Carolina. Texas is number 13. Why is Texas number 13? Because of our high property taxes, even though there is no state income tax. Right. But still, it's in the top. It's in the top half. California finished in the 40s on corporate, individual, and sales taxes. Wow. Foregoing an income levy is a hedge against the upward tax rate ratchet that typically happens. Montana manages to get along with no sales tax. Wyoming and South Dakota have neither a corporate nor an individual income tax. Wow.
If you win the Powerball, if the Powerball ever happens, in California, you'll pay $120 million just in state taxes.
Oh!
In Texas,
0.
If you win, 0 in state taxes.
Well, remember that whole thing when Phil Mickelson, where's he? When
That's a good question.
On the Live Tour, when Phil Mickelson complained and said he might move out of California. Remember, the left went nuts. But at that time, remember, he wanted to buy part of the San Diego Padres.
Right.
And so we actually did the figuring of what he earned, and in general, I mean, I'm sure we don't, but just, you know, what does he earn? Okay, what is, and we looked at what he makes in endorsements, what he averages, you know, back then, it was back probably 10 years ago. You know, what he was, you know, what he would do on the tour, what he got in endorsements, which was huge. And I forgot, there was like $50 million a year. And so what we did was we actually took that over a 5-year period and looked at, you know, 13% of that went, well, you could be talking 30, 40, $50 million over a period of a few years, right, that you're paying. It may not seem a lot to begin with, but if you're looking to buy part of a major league franchise, you're going to have to kick in $100 million or so.
Yeah.
And he was going to be a minority partner, but then I don't know if that went by the side because of his, quote, perceived gambling problems. I don't know whatever happened because of that. Or gambling interests.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when you break it down, you know, that way, I think, and somebody did, it was last week, heading into the weekend drawing for the Powerball. And here are the states where you would pay the most state taxes. But you look at California and where it stands right now, the amount, not the 1.9 billion, but the cash amount, 929 million. That comes out to almost 121 million at 13%. So the person in Texas, if they win, they get basically 120 million that won't be taken by the state of Texas, as opposed to somebody in California getting that taken by the state.
I gotta find that story. Was that about in the last 2 weeks? About the player that did not want to play. I don't know if it was the NBA or NFL, but said, these are the states I don't want to play in.
Right.
You know, because if they make
That's where you earn.
Right.
So if you go to that state,
so if they're making $20-30 million